Sexual assault is not a crime of passion. It is about the abuse of power. And that is precisely why it is one of the most serious allegations anyone who cares to be a public servant can be accused of. Sexual assault is about the abuse of power. It is always women who are marginalized. It is the young. It is the interns. It is the immigrant. It is the trans. They are always most at risk because society listens to them the least.
AOC signed on to the impeaching of Kavanaugh. Kavanaugh only had an allegation against him, meaning whether you believe Ford or whether you believe Kavanaugh is secondary to the fact that it's just an allegation. I'm saying in this case that AOC, based on an allegation, something that's not proven, was in the camp of ripping Kavanaugh out of that seat or keeping Kavanaugh out of that seat. So what does this person who believed this for Kavanaugh believe for one Joe Biden? Welcome to the soapbox.
Biden, as you know.
My name is Jamarl Thomas. This is the Progressive Soapbox. Guys, if you dig this content, like, share, subscribe. You can always support PayPal or Patreon. I'm not going to keep this video long, even though I've had a really long intro to this video. I just wanted to kind of lead up so you can get an idea on what's taken place back then, so you can have context in what they are doing now and the astonishment of what they are doing now. Standards. Standards matter. You can say, I'm wrong on that, but understand what you are saying if you're saying I am wrong on that. At what point do you draw a line where you say the integrity of the party matters more? And if there is no line to the point where the integrity of the party matters more, and what I mean by that, core, rock-solid values that are untrespassable, that are intractable to what it means to be X or to what it means to be Y. And in the case of, should we elect a guy that we think is a rapist, I'm saying maybe that should be a line. Regardless of what the Republican Party does, are you continuously and always relative to them? Or are there things that are intrinsic that makes you you? Do you believe that people should have health care, yes or no? And if that answer is no, or if that answer is yes, why would you ever elect somebody that is not on board for Medicare for all? I hope you understand my point. I'm making this very basic point that values matter more than the individual or a particular election. Elections have consequences that goes beyond just who wins and who loses. It also goes into what you are willing to accept and what you are willing to push of what it means to be who you are as a party. The fact that you've let that go for so long, we've gotten to the point where no accountability has allowed horrible people to take those offices, be it in Congress or being that's running right now for President of the United States. In this very particular situation, AOC now has to explain, if she is voting for Joe Biden, how do you justify that vote of Joe Biden if you also are going to quote unquote believe the woman? What is going to follow is a word salad that is going to end up with AOC saying something that is astonishing. That is utterly astonishing. Let's listen.
Has been accused by Tara Reid, a former aide, of sexual assault back in 1993. He has denied this. We at NPR have done in-depth examinations of the evidence there. How does that case affect your thinking when deciding how strongly to support Biden, if at all, this fall?
I think there is an impact here for survivors, and I think it's very important to speak about what this moment means for survivors across the country. I think a lot are watching how our leadership and our culture and our media respond to this, and I don't think that the response overall has been sufficient. it's very difficult because this is in a hyper politicized zone, right? Instead of focusing on her account, instead of focusing on her story as a survivor, people are fast forwarding to the political implications. Do you want Trump to win? Will you be voting for Joe Biden? And that denies justice in this situation.
What is due process in this case? You want a police investigation? What is it you want exactly?
Well, I think a lot of what we can look for is look at the aims that the survivor is asking for. And while a lot of folks, again, are trying to jump to the political implications, she has never explicitly said, don't support Joe Biden. She hasn't explicitly said anything in terms of...
Wait. 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 Stop. Stop right there. Stop right there. Stop right there. Stop right there. Wait, let's play that again. Let's play it again. Hold on. Let's play it one more time. Say that one more time, AOC.
I think a lot of what we can look for is look at the aims that the survivor is asking for. And while a lot of folks, again, are trying to jump to the political implications, she has never explicitly said, don't support Joe Biden. She hasn't explicitly said anything in terms of a political remedy that she wants. If anything, it sounds like she simply wants to be heard.
Oh, that is... I love that. Oh, this is all. This is what it does. This is why my mom said, I never want you to be in politics. She said that early on. I don't want you to be a lawyer. I don't want you to be in politics. My first thought was she thought I'd end up in jail because I'd be trying to do something that I had no business doing. No, I think it's this, it's that. I believe women. I am so strong, God damn it, on Kavanaugh. Kavanaugh needs to be ripped out of his seat for an allegation. What about Joe Biden? There's more corroborating evidence. What do you have to say? Well, I mean, look. The victim who's saying she was raped never said that people shouldn't vote for Joe Biden. Nobody ever explicitly asked her whether or not she's voting for Joe Biden. The reason AOC is because they just assume that a person who was raped by a man wouldn't vote for the guy that raped her. That's why. That person wouldn't give a shit about anything else. That would be her issue because that was explicit to her. To her. So why would anybody have to ask her? I understand you're saying Joe Biden raped you, but are you going to vote for Joe Biden? That question is impolite, to put it mildly. I can't believe you said that. I can't believe you said that. Because the thing is, it's less interesting what she said, and it's more interesting why she said it. Why would a person utter those words? They have to get to something, right? Like those aren't words in a void. She has to reconcile two things that are irreconcilable. I need to believe the victim, which means I have to implicitly take her side saying she was raped. By the same token, I'm a Democrat and I need to get Joe Biden elected because all of these other Democrats have just said they believe Joe Biden, and all of these other Democrats are also pushing to get Joe Biden elected. And I will be ostracized if I say anything other than getting Joe Biden elected. How do I reconcile that? And without thinking per se, meaning those are the two things operating in her heads, those two gotta reconcile these things. Whether she's consciously saying, I need to reconcile those two things, that's what's in her head. And that's what came out. Nobody ever really said, the victim never said, to not vote for her rapist. Nobody said that. So, I'm just saying, nobody, she never said that. She never said anything politically at all. She just wanted to get her story out. Why did she want to get her story out, AOC? Because she was harmed and aggrieved, and she wanted the public to know. And notion that this guy's running on character bugs the shit out of her. As somebody who has been assaulted, sexually assaulted, my mom used to ask me, she said she used to realize how much I hated this person because I never told her anything about it. I was 20-something years old when I said something to my mom. I guess my point is, it makes all the sense in the world that she doesn't want somebody to prosper that potentially assaulted her. In the same way that I fucking hated the person and would say bad shit about that person who assaulted me, whether or not I explained everything and my reasons why or not. I guess my point is, it is a weird argument to make that you're trying to convince the American public that, hey, the person who's accusing Joe Biden of assault never said to not vote for Joe Biden. So, hey, just saying. That's amazing. That's amazing. Let's hear that again. I want to hear that again. She's going to be ashamed of herself for this. When she took a shower after she said this.
In this situation.
What is due process in this case? You want a police investigation? What is it you want exactly?
Well, I think a lot of what we can look for is look at the aims that the survivor is asking for. And while a lot of folks, again, are trying to jump to the political implications, she has never explicitly said, don't support Joe Biden. She hasn't explicitly said anything in terms of a political remedy that she wants. If anything, it sounds like she simply wants to be heard.
Wow. I'm going to leave that there. I'll leave that there. That is horrible. That's so horrible. Oh, AOC, that's horrible. This is not your day, man. This is not your day. Oh, this is not your day. This is not your day. Ben Riley, what the fuck did she just say? Am I clapped? Am I Chris Tucker? Yeah, she said that. She said that. She never explicitly said to not vote for Joe Biden. She never said anything politically. That's amazing. Marcus Will. The point is, AOC never believed in, quote unquote, standing up for women on hashtag Me Too to begin with. Not that she's abandoned the Me Too movement when she never even supported it. Interesting. You're saying she was never even there. I'm just saying that is a mind-blowing statement. That is a mind-blowing statement. I'll leave it here. Like, share, and subscribe.